Hey, what's up? It's your girl Bree, Lovely Tarot, 888, and I'm here to do your tarot reading. Okay, I was going to just lay out the cards and do it from there, but two cards came out, and I feel as though they're relevant to. While I was shuffling, two cards popped out, and believe that they are relevant to the reading and to what questions you're looking for. Um, and the two cards that came out were religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And I'm just wondering what my kids are watching that has to do with Christmas, and it's March. But anyway, so what this is saying to me is, because this is the first card that I saw, and then this is the second card that I saw. So how it resonates with me is that the whatever has influenced you um, as a child, or like whatever ideas you were taught as a child, or it could be like exactly what you were taught as a child by the people who are around you and influenced you, or it could be subconsciously, like, okay, just for example, um, somebody could have claimed that they could have acted as though they were a very caring person, and they weren't. you know um, but and so in some kind of way, subconsciously, that has altered your perception of how a person should be, just as an example. That doesn't necessarily have to be what you're going through, but or it could be your own views that you what's the word, ingrained in your thinking and your thought, in your thought processes, that you put in there yourself. It could be, okay, background is kind of creeping me out, even though I know nothing's back there. But I just don't like seeing darkness behind me. Anyway, yeah, it's Mahavir. Okay, but you said you was going to sleep. So let your brother watch the movies and you can go to sleep. Because he was up. He woke up and went to sleep very late. So it's really past your bedtime. If Malachi was on the straight and narrow, y'all would have both been asleep a long time ago. It's 10:50. Y'all would have been asleep. So you need to go and lay down. And I said I'll be in a little bit, or you can go to sleep. But this is way past your bedtime. Sorry about that. I love you. Close the door a little. Okay. So it could be your own way of thinking that is that you need to free yourself from, because it's time to take back control of your life. It could be like, maybe there's something that you want to do, or just something that is, that comes to mind every time you go to make a decision to do something that may be out of your comfort zone and out of the norm, or what is expected of you. So in some way, how you think, well, it's not just for you, but for everybody, how you think, what you think has a big impact on your life. So you need to free yourself from whatever, religious factors, whatever past influences that are not serving you. They fulfilled their purpose, or you learned whatever lesson that you needed to learn, and it's time to free yourself from that. So let me finish shuffling. Spirit, what are the messages? Spirit, what are the messages for her life path and the direction that will bring most satisfactory in her life, that will bring the most pleasure and fulfillment in her life? What are the messages? What needs to be known, understood? What's hidden? What needs to be known? What's out there for her? So it says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there's something that you're very passionate about, something that you have feelings, for. Doesn't necessarily have to be love, because I am using love cards, but they can. I'm trying to, okay, and it's safe for you to love. Okay, so I wasn't really gonna plan it, but reading tarot cards, you interpret them however, you know, however resonates with you and the messages that you're picking up, and this goes right along with, you know, um, the cards. So you have there's something that you have feelings for. You may be, contemplating it. This may be this may be what you want to, do or go after or pursue or allow into your life, but your past influences, or your past influences, or your own way of thinking is preventing you from going there. And the cards want you to know that it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So you have to open your heart to receive love as well as give it. And like my grandma used to tell me, a closed fist, nothing goes in, nothing goes out. And with your hands open, you're out. You're out there to receive what is out there. But ultimately, you determine what you allow in your life and what you don't. So some way of thinking that you ingrained in yourself, or that was ingrained in you as a child, you need to free yourself from, because these feelings that you have for whatever it is real, and it's safe for you to love. And you have to open up your heart, because if you don't open up your heart, then you're not giving you're not showing the universe, you're not showing God that you're ready. You're not showing, you're not giving off that energy that you're ready to receive what you want if you're not open to it. If you don't believe that it can happen for you, then it's not, you know. Unless it's, something that's unrealistic, then I could understand, but, even miracles happen. So, especially when you're functioning on the positive side of things. Things might seem to go wrong in the moment, especially when you're doing things the right way and everybody's, it seems like everybody's doing the fucked up thing and getting away with it. But at the end of the day, if you truly believe that, good things happen to good people, then it will. And it will happen to you and the good people around you, because you will give off that energy. So let me see what the cards have to say. Spirit, what are the messages for her life path? Spirit, what are the messages for her life path in the right direction that she should go in? Or what steps or moves should she make to fulfill her life's path, to fulfill her soul's purpose, her life's purpose, why she was put here on this earth? What are the messages, Spirit? What is the insight? What clarity is needed? What understanding? Okay. Yeah, so the Eight of Cups here represents moving forward from an emotional situation. You invested your time, you invested your energy, and it's time to go. This is a this is a Cups card, so it has to do with emotions. This has to do with your subconscious, the things that are in your mind, but you're not consciously aware of. This represents moving on, understanding what was and moving forward. I don't think I showed you the card. Understanding what was and moving forward. And this is a step that you have to take. Because the eight of the eight is right before the Nine of Cups. So how I feel is when you decide to leave or free yourself from these influences, that you will. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So you're whatever it is that you're looking for will happen. It's just that you need to do the inner work, like we all do. You need to do the inner work so that, like I said, you can understand what was, so you can move forward with more understanding and clarity than you have at this moment. But that's something that you're gonna have to do yourself. Spirit, where are the messages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm not laughing at you or anything. I'm just laughing at the reading. Like, I like when things make sense and they come together, because then that helps us all. All right. So, okay. In the past, or coming into this moment, you're calling. Okay, it says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together with the Hierophant, which is a major arcana card, which means that it's a major event, or major event or situation in your life. But okay, well, let me start off first with the overall energy. So we have the Princess of Wands, and again, card that popped out, free yourself. So something, Spirit wants you to know that you need to free yourself. And if you look at this card, it's basically like a let's see, oh Lord, um, this is basically. I'm trying to use big words here, and I'm not even in a mind state to be doing that. So this is basically a picture of what I just said. You see, it's like she's trying to do something. She's trying to do something, but something is holding her back. And how this card, how I always seem to interpret this card, or how it resonates with me, is that there's something. This tiger is like her sleeping subconscious, and she's consciously moving in this direction, but there's something that keeps pulling her back. Something that keeps pulling her back. And whatever it is, and only you would know what this is, you need to free yourself from it, because it's not serving you. It's not helping you anymore. Or maybe it never helped you, but in any case, you don't need whatever this is. You don't need it anymore, because it's not helping you progress the way that you want to, with to go into something with the utmost fiery, passionate energy, because it looks like whatever is, that is what whatever it is that she wants to do. She really wants to do it, but it's like she's being yanked back. And in the way, you see where her hand is, in the way she's kind of holding on too. It's like she wants to go. She wants to go, but this thing keeps holding her back, and it's kind of like she's, you know, kind of I'm not going to even say understand. Because, if you look close, the tail isn't even really wrapped around her neck. Like, and then also with her grabbing onto his tail, is like, you know, she wants to go, but like I said, it's something that just keeps holding her back. And whatever it is, you got to let it go. Because it's time to take back control of your life. Like the Free Yourself card says. It's time to take back control of your life. So, you may have been, in the past, ouch, calling in your soulmate or whatever it is that you want, to do. You're trying to, with the Hierophant card here, the Hierophant is about, excuse me, like justice. I'm not, okay. Let me not even sit up here and try to interpret this card because I don't really get this card too much. The Hierophant. Okay. So if you want whatever this is that you want, it could be an actual person, or it could just be something that you want to do or pursue that you're passionate about. Whatever this is, you need to use divine wisdom. You have to be, I'm not going to sit here and say pure of heart, because I mean, in reality, who's really pure of heart? Even the best people have their slip ups. So, you know but try to be as positive as you can be. Try to be as good as you could possibly be. When you feel like you're about to do something that in your heart that you shouldn't do, whether maybe you feel justified or not, sometimes it's just better to be the bigger person and let it go and let things work out for themselves. If you can do that. Some situations, do call for you to be in a situation for you to resolve it. But for some, most of the time, the problems that we bring on ourselves, we brought on ourselves. So you may be feeling like you can do something or whatever, but if you're not doing it out of the goodness of your heart and with peace in your heart and in your mind, don't do it. Don't do anything in the moment of anger. Like they say, like, don't make any decisions when you're angry or when you're horny. Not also saying when you're hungry, because I know when you're hungry, it's like, you know. Anyway, so yeah, you know. Let me see. And in the process, you may go through some things, of course, especially when you're trying to do the right thing. Usually when you try to do the right thing, shit happens, but those are tests to see your endurance, your strength, and how dedicated you are to being a certain way. You need to accept help from people, from people of influence, people who could help you make progress in whatever it is that you desire to do. So, for whatever it is that you're calling in, you're going to have to be balanced. You're going to have to go within spiritually, because the Hierophant is a spiritual card. You have to tap into your spirituality, especially a soul mate. You have to tap into your soul. You have to figure out who you are, because your soulmate is basically your mirror. So you have to be what you want. Sometimes opposites attract, but some people want someone who is like them. So if you attract someone who is like you right at this moment, would you be satisfied with what you got at this present moment, or after you go within? And like it says, pray. Prayer is very, very um yes, baby. Night night. um, oh, your brother's asleep. Give me one moment, because I gotta change the show for this baby. I'm right back. What's the matter, boo? I know your brother was tired. Oh no, went off? No. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut this video short. Thank you, Baba. You gotta look at me? Huh? You wanna leave this on? Take it off. Leave it off. On. Nay, nay. Oh. 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 Oh, cut it out, fat baby. Come here, fat baby. Fat baby. Look at all this fat baby. Pressure man. We always talk about something that's man. You gotta go nay-nay. What do you, now, lay down. Come on. I'm silly bird. You silly bird. Yes, good. Silly bird. Give me a brother. Nay-nay. Oh. Night, 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 night. Mal, night, night, boy. Yeah, that means all you're saying right now to me is I really want to go to bed right now. So I'm gonna act up. Night, night. Don't cut it out. Oh, good. Go to bed. Just have to relax. Thank you. I wish you go to bed. Damn. That's a lot of time wasted. Okay, calling your soulmate. Okay, I was about to pull the cards for this present moment. So at this current moment, you have the Seven of Discs, which is the failure card, and it is safe. Okay, yeah, because I know this card came out before. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energies of all. So with the failure card, the Seven of Discs, you may have felt as though you maybe put your too many eggs in one basket, or you put in energy into something and it didn't manifest out the way that you expected it to. So I believe that when you go in and do the inner working for calling in your soulmate, and you reassess, maybe right now you're reassessing, your past failures, and not necessarily feeling like you are a complete failure, but like things didn't turn out the way, you're not where you expected yourself to be, basically. So it's like, do I keep doing the same, things, or do I try something different? And it's saying that it's safe for you to love. So whatever it is, that you're going after you open your heart, after you open your heart and do the inner working, and and, and focus your intention. Oh my God, focus your energy and your intention. Excuse me, positively, from a good space, um from a good heart, that you'll realize that even though things have not worked well in the past, when you're mentally, emotionally, spiritually on a high level of consciousness, it's easier and more trusting to go with your feelings and go with your intuition, because you have done the inner work to understand and know yourself enough that when things don't seem right, that they're not right, and when they're right, that they feel right, that they are. So it's safe for you to open your heart so that you can receive the highest energy of all. And in the future position, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And we have the power card here for this. So in loving yourself, okay, well, one message that I picked up is that you might be stubbornly still holding on to this ideal, these religious factors or past influences in your life. You may be still holding on to them, and it doesn't make you really feel that lovable, or like there is love out there for you, or or that it is safe for you to love. But when you love yourself, you give off the energy for others to love you in the way that you want to be loved. So in love, and also I feel also that in loving yourself, that you have the power to create and manifest the stability that you desire. You have the power. The power in loving yourself is the not only the fulfillment that you give yourself, but the energy that you radiate brings in other people who will love you, like I said before, the way that you want to be treated, because you're showing you're showing them exactly how you feel as though you deserve to be treated. So however which way that may resonate with you, depending on how you express your love to other people, figure out if that's the way that you express your love. Is it really integrated in how you feel you should be, or how you think you should be from what you see, or what you've known, or are you being how you know in your heart you are, and loving yourself enough to be honest about be honest about who you are. Because I know for myself, I had to learn how to love myself more to realize the power that I had within my own situation. I was giving other people and outside sources more credit than they deserved. So I believe that when you learn how to love yourself first, and when it says love yourself, I don't necessarily interpret it as like you don't love yourself, but like you don't respect. Maybe you don't. You need to learn how to respect the power that you have. in your situation. What you choose to hold on to, and what you choose to let go. So let's see. Okay. It says here, your children, your love life is being affected by children and love. The Two of Cups. So I can interpret this a couple of ways, and I hope you don't mind if I smoke a cigarette. I mean, you can't smell it anyway. How I can interpret this a couple of ways is, one, your children or child, I know you only have one child, but your child is being affected by your love life, by what you choose to bring into your life, whatever it is that, like, whatever partnership. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a person. It could be a thing. It could be a activity, something that you are very passionate and emotionally attached to, and it could be that way of thinking. That way of thinking is affecting your child, and I'm not saying it's like fucking them up, but the effect, basically, it does affect your child, what you bring into your life and what you decide to invest your energy into. I could also see this as your inner child, your subconscious mind, and your children, your subconscious mind. Your inner child, your subconscious mind. And children could represent the past, and children could represent the future. But I feel as though this is the past, considering the cards that came up. So your childhood could be affecting your love life, and the ideas and the the doctrines that you choose to hold on to. This is the reason why this card represents the reason why you're going through what you're going through. But in the future, you will find power in loving yourself. Okay. For the future, you have, yes, this is your soulmate. And truce, the Four of Swords. So in the past, you were calling in your soulmate, but in the future, when you go with it, because this card represents going within, delving into your spirituality, mentally, because this is a Swords card, mentally resting, finding clarity. And when you do that, your soulmate will, or whatever it is that you're passionate about that you want to do, it will be there for you. it could work two ways. You meet your soulmate, and or you meet your soul's purpose. Excuse me. And it gives you a sense of peace. It's like a truce. Maybe it's a truce with your past. You oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. For a second, like, where is it? Right here, it looked like a mask. That's why I said I don't like looking in dark areas, because my mind goes where it wants to go. So, what was I saying? You find some kind of peace with you find a truce with your past, to where you're at peace with it and you can move on. So let me go over these cards again. Okay. You're calling in your life purpose. You want to know your life purpose, your soulmate, and you need to do a lot of prayer. If you take the take the time, if you wish, if you please, to look up affirmations. Affirmations are like, if you don't know what they are, like, you ever seen a movie or a show where a person is like looking in the mirror and they telling themselves that they're beautiful and that they're wonderful and all this other stuff that they want to incorporate into their subconscious to manifest into reality. Um, you have to believe. You have to believe from coming from a good place, from a positive place, with positive intentions. You have to calling your soul's purpose, or your soulmate, or whatever it is that you're looking for. Even, with this sense of failure that you have at this moment, it's safe for you to pursue the things from a positive perspective. It is safe for you to love, and you need to open your heart so that you could receive this energy, as well as you must give it out to receive it. Give it out to receive it. And you will find the power in loving yourself. How much power you have in loving yourself. And how it says romantically attractive, but when you love yourself, you open yourself up to your life's purpose. Because I mean, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom. And maybe that's what this failure was. You realized that you had too much invested into something. And maybe you felt as though after this is nothing else. But it is safe for you to love, and it's safe for you to love yourself, because it makes you more attractive to the things that you desire. If you're giving out an energy of failure, you're going to attract that to you. So what you put your mind to is what comes back to you. Because your children is being affected, or your child is being affected by your love life. Your child is being affected by the things that you were emotionally invested in. Or it could also say your child will benefit from the things that you, it could work either way. Depending on how it affects you, is going to have an effect on your child. Or it could also be saying, or it could be saying that your inner child is affecting your love life, is affecting your partnerships and what you bring into your life. But in the future, you will find peace with your life's purpose. When you'll find clarity. You'll have peace within your situation and moving forward. Yes, this is your life path. But this comes after going within and doing the inner work. Like I was saying in the reading for Taurus, for the mid-month March, you will get what you want, but you have to go within and realize that most of the power comes in loving yourself first and having confidence in yourself and respecting how you feel, because it's time to free yourself and let loose in your passion. Excuse me. Just give me a moment. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you were guided to take. Spirit, are there any additional messages for clarity, for peace, for understanding? Are there any additional messages that are of importance for her life purpose, for her life journey? Are there any messages left before the conclusion of this reading? Are there any messages? Okay, well, 4 cards came out. Let's see what they say. Okay. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. However, which way that may resonate with you. Maybe there were some negative things that you experienced in your childhood as part of your parents, or or the influence in your life. And I know personally, your situation where you lost someone who was very near and dear to you. And I feel like this card is saying that it will benefit if you let go of the pain that you're holding on to. And if you see in the card, there's an angel looking over this situation. And I already know you have an angel watching over you. Now, I don't mean to creep you out or anything, but, you know, even though we don't talk personally and we don't know each other like that, I do know for a fact that your mother is with you. And I know you know this, but I know for a fact, as much as she loved you, she's not gonna allow you. She can't allow you to really go on through this life by yourself, and you're not. You're not. Again, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So you may have a codependency to an idea. It could be a person. It could be, drugs, alcohol, sex, a way of thinking, an idea, a religion. And like I was saying before, and I should have kept if I kept the cards out then. But anyway, with Princess of Wands, I kind of feel like that's the energy for this. It's like every time like the song by Tyrese and Chingy, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. It's codependency. You have to figure out what it is about this thing that you keep going back. Why it makes you so comfortable? What is it preventing you from seeing? Or what is it numbing the pain of? Because whatever it is numbing the pain of or from is something that you need to really pay attention to. And it says here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So if you feel yourself going back, delving back into something, a codependent situation, a codependent way of thinking, then pay attention to how you feel. When you feel like something's going in a certain direction, try to counteract it the best way you can. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I feel as though loving yourself is the truest love of all. Because when you love yourself, it attracts, or how you feel about yourself attracts that kind of person to you. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So it could be you. And I don't necessarily feel like this is a person. I feel like this is the codependency that you're feeling. And maybe it's saying that Okay. You need to heal your family issues because you're trying to manifest something into your life. But you're having, there's something that keeps bringing you back to a certain place that you don't want to be mentally, emotionally. And when that happens, you need to pay attention to how it affects you and be cautious in how and what actions you take. Because it could be presenting itself as something that is for you, or there could truly be something out there. I mean, there is something for everybody. True love is out there for everybody. So don't allow yourself to be deceived by these past influences, by, excuse me, don't allow yourself to be deceived, because and you probably know what it is, something that is presenting itself as something good is truly not. That brought me to the song "Love Is Blind" by Eve. um Love is blind and it will take over your mind. I know I'm not the best singer. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. Because you have the opportunity. Well, what I'm feeling is that you can make this thing, whatever you put your energy into, is going to take you on that path. So, okay, wait. I'm seeing this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read it like this. Again. Heal your family issues. Pray. Affirm what you want in your life. And let go of whatever is not serving you that might be your go-to when you're feeling down and out. Pay attention, because what you think is love is truly not. And you'll know. You'll know. Like I said, you know your situation better than I do. I'm just trying to pick up on the energies that, is out there. And it says, okay, it says engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. With forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience love in your present moment. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I feel like when you engage in forgiving and learning your past, that you will truly have the passion to pursue or allow your heart to sing with joy. I feel as though there's good things for you. I don't feel like you're a negative person, per se. There are positive people, like even myself. I can be very positive, but I can go there. I don't like going there, but that's something that I have to work on with myself. And you have to have a good heart and a good mind. Like in Egyptian um religion, when you die and you go to Hades, they weigh your heart. They're supposed to weigh your heart up against a feather. And if your heart is heavier than the feather, then you stay in hell. If if your heart is lighter, then you go to heaven. And the card I have got when I was shuffling that came out was the Ten of Wands, and it's the oppression card. And the tens represent an ending. So, and it's a Wands card. So, if you put in that effort, the 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 oppression you have against whatever action it is that you want to take or you want to pursue or allow in your life will be over. Or this is the final, you know, this is it, the finale. This is it to whatever oppression you feel and what passion you feel and what motivates you and what was motivating you. Because was motivating you could have actually what was motivating you could have actually been toxic. What actions you decided to take could have actually been bad for you. Okay, I'm gonna read these cards and then that will be it. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So there'll be an end to your oppression. And you'll be able to have the emotional stability that you need and that you desire. The wheels of fortune are turning. So I feel like I'm reading them backwards because now I'm looking at it, they make more sense to me backwards. So leaving a situation, emotional situation behind, something that was emotionally taxing for you, or a emotion that you were actually feeling, leaving it behind for something better. You have the strength. This is lust card, but you have the strength and the passion and desire. You know, you maybe leaving this may be hard, but you have the strength to overcome whatever, obstacles you may have on this journey of yours. You have the strength. And this is